Hi crocheters, in this tutorial we'll be learning how to make this twisted headband. For the materials I'm going to be using this 6ply me cotton yarn. I'll be using 5mm hook and I'll also be needing darning needle. I got these materials from Farid Crochet Corner. So to start with, I'm going to start by making a slip knot and I'm going to make chain stitches equivalent to 20 inches. So my chain stitches will be equivalent to 20 inches. So I've made my 20 inches. The 20 inches is wide enough to go round my head. So look at it without stretching it. See, I have my 20 inches. So it is wide enough to go around my head. So just make something wide enough to go around your head. So I'll be working with half double crochet, and for half double crochet I'm going to skip this first two, 1 2, and work into the third one. Now to do that, I'll be working into the back bump as well. So look at this, I have V stitches here, but when you turn it you see the back bump. Look at it, this is first one, second one, third one. Look at the back bumps. So just your normal V stitch, just so you can see properly, your normal V stitch. Then when you turn it, you see the back bumps. So it is these back bumps I'll be working into. The back bumps here, that is where I'll be working into. So to work half double crochet, I'll skip this first two, 1 2, and then here, which is, that means 1 2, and then here I'll be working into the back bump and make half double crochet. It is very easy. I'll just go ahead and make half double crochet like this, making half double crochet just like this. So I'll make half double crochet till I get to the end here. So I'm done with my half double crochet. Look at it. So the next thing to do now is to make the pattern of the headband, which is ribbed pattern. So at the end here, which is my last half double crochet, I'm going to chain up 2, 1 2, and flip my work. Turn my work. So now I want you to take a look at this. I have V stitches. V, V at the top of every stitch. So I have this V. So for this pattern, I'm going to be working in the back loop only. Now this is it. We have the front loop and we have the back loop, which makes up the V. Front loop and back loop. When I turn it to face me like this, so this is front loop and this is back loop. Front loop and back loop. The front loop and back loop. So I'm going to be working into the back loops only. So just make your normal half double crochet. Now it's not into this, so I'll go in between the V to work into the back loop. I'll work into the back loop only. Just make the normal half double crochet into the back loop only. Into the back loop only. Just the normal half double crochet into the back loop only. So I have the normal V stitch. No, this is not where I'm going into. I'm going in between it to work into the back loop only. This is what I'm going to repeat till I get to the end of the row. So I'm almost at the end, just like you can see. And I'll just repeat the same thing I'm doing. 1 half double crochet into the back loop. And this is the last one here. 1 half double crochet into the back loop. So when I get here, the next thing for me to do is to chain up 2, 1 2, and turn my work. So I'll go into this same space and make a half double crochet. And I'll repeat the same pattern, half double crochet into the back loop. I'm going to repeat this pattern for a couple of rows and I'll be back when I'm done with it. So just the same thing, half double crochet into the back loop. And this is what the pattern looks like. I'm done working on the beautiful pattern. Look at it. Look at the rib stitches I made. And this is where I stop. So I'm just going to chain up 1 and lift that. So after leaving this, I want you to take note of something, that the measurement you are going to use to start is going to be the wideness of your head, like I said, -2. So the measurement for the head was 22 inches. So -2, that was how I had my 20 inches, which I used to start. And when I was working with this 6-ply yarn from Pride Crochet Corner and 5mm hook, I have 20.5 inches. Got it. My work extended to 20.5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join my headband. So from this end, we're going to fold it into 2. Should in case you are wondering, I made 7 rows of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7 rows of that, and this is what I have. I'm going to fold this into 2, which means the 7th one, which is the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This is the 4th one. This is where the middle is going to lie. 1, 2, 3, and then this 4. This particular one, because that is what is in the middle. This one right here. This is the middle for this end. And I'm going to fold this other end also just that way. So 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one at this end. So that is the middle. So now after folding the 2, just like this, I folded this. It is wide open normally, so I just folded it into 2. Even if you have even number, all you have to do is just to fold it into 2. Fold it just like this, and this other end as well, I fold that as well. So I'm not going to insert it together. That is how to form my headband pattern that I want. So I'm going to insert this. Look at it. So I'll just insert this into it like this and like this. I hope you can see it better. So this is it. So I'm just going to insert it like this. And this is what I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew this end together. I'm going to sew this end together. So for you to have it easy, if you are a beginner, you can decide to use stitch marker to hold that together. And remember that I've not cut off my working yarn. Now the next thing I'm going to do, that is how to fold that aside. So for my working yarn, I'm just going to leave what is enough to sew this end properly. So you want to cut what is long enough. It is better if it remains than when it is not enough. So I'm going to cut it from here. And after cutting, remember that I've chained up one. I'm going to pull it out. Just pull it out like that. You've closed this end like that. And insert this into the darning needle. So I'll go ahead and insert this into the darning needle. This is what I'm going to use for joining. So remember that this is what I have, and I'll sew this together. You want to be careful when sewing, and you want to sew firmly, just the top. The top. I'll go in here like twice so it can be well attached. Just the top of the stitches. I'm trying to locate the top. Very good. You see? Can go in there once again. I'm doing this so that it can be firm. You see how that is well joined. So I'll just go in and sew together. So this is how you are going to sew. You need to make sure that every hand is well connected. And you are picking the 4. I'm going to continue sewing till I get to this hand right here. So I just finished joining, just like you can see. The next thing is that I'm going to join it once again to show you how to fasten off. Just insert it like this. So when you're about to pull it finish, I'm going to insert my needle into it once and then twice. and I'll pull it out. Now, after pulling out, I'm not going to cut it at this end to avoid it from losing. I'll go ahead and hide my yarn. Just insert my needle far away from where I joined it. Just like this. All you have to do now is just to hide. I've fastened it off. I'm just going to insert it far away from where I joined. I'll go into all this. This is how I just choose to hide my yarn far away from where I joined to avoid it from losing when I cut it. Now imagine I fastened it off here and I'm cutting off my yarn here. So there's no way it's going to lose. Now this is it. As I can see, then I'm going to turn that to the right side. Oh, I have a yarn to hide here. I'm going to hide that as well. So turn this to the right side. I'll go ahead and hide this. And that is how I have my pretty headband. So I'm going to hide this. Take a look at that. Look at how pretty it is. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So the rating pattern for this headband will be in the description box below. Remember that all materials I used are from Farid Crochet Corner. They have this same 6-ply yarn. They have this hook size 5mm, the darning needle, and every other thing you need to make your pretty headband. And this is what I have left from the yarn I used. Thank you for watching. Bye.